Everybody's going, what the hell? Is he still sick or what? And I was like, oh shit, it says it's showtime. And I didn't click any buttons and I hit the live and all right, here we go. That's right. We're back and I'm still weird, but that's the way it goes here on Drone Therapy. Season 6, episode 29. Have a big announcement, so stay tuned because it's a big one. Even Lance was like, holy shit, that's a big accomplishment. But that's something that we wouldn't be doing it if you all hadn't been here and watching it and everything. But we'll share that in a little bit. So first of all, I will throw it around the room to the gentlemen here. We're hoping to have some more arrivals to show up here in a little bit. Now we'll throw it around the room, let the gentlemen tell you what they've been up to, what's going on their channel, and what they might do to pay you or coerce you to watch shit on their TV, YouTube channel. First up, Lance.
Hey, guys. Hey, Lance Cadena. I'm just south of Seattle, Federal Way, and got back from, I did a trip into Portland, and if you haven't seen that airplane in the middle of the woods, you need to go see that. It's kind of cool. And the guy lets you go inside the plane. He lets you fly drones. He lets you take pictures. So that was kind of fun. Then we went to Hawaii for a couple weeks, and super windy in Hawaii. So it was really hard to fly the drones. And that's about it. I'm back now.
Very cool. And over to Chris.
Hey, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Just same old stuff for me. Just hot, dry, no rain, watching for fires, and trying to get in before it get too hot. Today I was blessed to get off early. So it's good to see everybody.
What was the temperature like? What was the high?
It was 104 today.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's not what Chris Wedgeworth has, but, man, it's 60% humidity to go with it. It's tough.
Yeah, I'd say that is rough.
For me.
Yeah, so, well, I personally, if everybody knows, of course, they've seen last week's little blurb. I went to Las Vegas and had a nice little trip with my wife. It was unbelievably hot while I was in Las Vegas. We got to see the Grand Canyon West, but we got to see the Grand Canyon. We got to do a bunch of stuff around Las Vegas. No, I did not gamble. Zero. I did not gamble at all. My wife did not gamble either. We just did basically stuff there, checked out stuff because it was the first time I ever went. I mean, we had tons of access. We stayed at the Venetian, which was the first time I had ever experienced a 5-star hotel, which I thought was pretty cool. But then when I realized that literally everything in the place is set up to get you to spend money. You go in, right? And there's this fully stocked, gorgeous fridge, right? It's got every exotic beer known to man. It's got every domestic beer known to man. It's got every little airplane bottle of alcohol you could possibly want. But then there's this little bitty disclaimer in the corner of the fridge that says, if you remove anything from this refrigerator, your room will be charged. So hands off. Okay. Well, I didn't think nothing of it, right? So I'm looking around, and my wife's like, honey, I'm hungry. I don't feel like going back out. Just da-da-da-da-da. So I said, look, baby, there's snacks over here. So I went over, and I grabbed the snacks. And without knowing it, I looked down, and there's a little card in front of this little table that says, if you remove any of the snacks from this table, your room will be charged. So I was like, holy shit. So I walked in the bathroom and I was rolling out the toilet paper and I kept looking for the, $1, $2, $3 per slice roll. If you take more than 5 squares, your room will be charged for an extra roll of toilet paper. If you make your housekeeping swab the bowl more than 3 swirls, your room will be charged an extra fee by housekeeping.
Dang.
I'm just saying, but the place was, absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I got some pictures I'll show here in a little bit. Glad to have everybody here. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's getting to play with their toys. I'm going to try to play with mine a little bit here, if not today, maybe tomorrow. I personally I've been negative twice now. My wife is still fighting through hers. She's barely. So I'm doing a bunch of extra stuff. She's doing some crazy stuff. We're trying to keep, we miss each other, obviously. So it's like, when I go see her, gloves. Hi, honey. How are you? No, okay, no hug. Don't touch this. Yes, I love you. That kind of thing. And it sucks because we're not like that. We're not. But I'm of course now. Don't tell anybody. But I've gotten to watch a lot of TV that I don't normally get to watch. because I'm like, from like 9 o'clock on, I have control of the big TV in the living room, which normally I don't get control of till like, once in a blue moon, I'll get control for 45 minutes or so before it's time to go lay down. And then she watches a lot of reality stuff. So I have to keep up with that. Right. So then we'll get done with that. And then like from say 12 o'clock until 1 o'clock, I get the TV. So and what sucks is every now and again I'll get interested in something and I'll start watching it, and before I'll realize it, it's 2:30 in the morning and she's rolling over going, "Are you going to sleep?" Oh shit, man! I didn't know it was that late. Maybe I'll go in the living room. Don't you go in the living room? You wake everybody up. Just no. Just so I'm over here on my phone. Anyway, I'm sure you all have had similar incidents in your life, so you understand what I'm talking about. So I was just speaking to Lance, and I haven't asked Chris yet. So I'm going to ask everybody that's in the audience and that's speaking, what do you all think of the judgment? Remote ID is constitutional. What do you think of what's going on? And what is your all's understanding of the remote ID to come? Hey, Dre's in the house, JSK Enterprise, Novice Quads, Chris Ridgeworth, Fly Zone Drones, Drone 863, Drone Shots, Jody in the house, Akira's Show. I say Novice Quads once already. Where's Ron? Ron, where are you, Ron? Where are you, Ron? You got to get Lauren Darnell was in here earlier. Zach Key, good to have you here. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better. Northside Hawk, good to see you, sir. Flying Flynn Media, good to see you, sir. Glad to have you in the house. Back. One more. Charles Galuski said he had some chores to do. I believe he said he was coming back later. Rolling. Wayne B is in the house bouncing around. All the way back to
Chuck's in the house.
Drone Shots was here earlier, so what is it? I don't want to say the wrong. Huh?
Jody.
No, I mean, and AZ Drone Dude is,
Dave.
I want to say John. Is that wrong? No, John is Flying Flynn. David, yes, David. I have another friend that is, I've called Dave for years, but he goes by David. Crypto Man's in the house. Lance is telling everybody, hi, RID sucks. The chat is hopping. Where the fuck are you, Chuck? Are you out playing? What? You got a link, bitch. Go pick it up. Anyway, so here's the deal. Here's what I personally think. I don't think our remote ID is as bad as everybody thinks. Lance and I were thinking, and we're talking. The way it's worded is that not John Q. Public is going to have access to where you're at. But it's possible, depending upon somebody pushing the issue and making them actually word it in there. They've left the groundwork for the gray area for somebody to bitch and moan and maybe make an app. But the way it's worded is that only people that have necessity of knowing who and where and what we're flying are the ones that are going to have access to it. That's the way it's seemingly worded. And, okay, right now, the way it sits is as of next month, any new drones that come out have to be remote ID compliant, which means here's something that everybody's not thought about. Unless a Vata is under 250 grams, it's gonna have to have GPS on it and a way to broadcast remote ID if it's put out next month. I can't remember the exact date, September something, 15th, 18th, 19th. Somebody find that. Right, exactly. Zach's saying exactly what's. So I'm like, because I think it's a little bit heavier than 250 grams. I don't know for sure. The best thing was a better definition of it. Yeah, that's true. Plus, we don't have to have compliant devices until September 23rd of 2023, which is next year. And what we're being told and what we understand thus far is that DJI equipment, we have not heard anything from anybody else as far as I know. You all can correct me in the chat if you're here. We have not heard from Autel. We have not heard from Skydio if they can do a simple firmware update to make them compliant with what Remote ID wants. As of right now, as far as I know, DJI has said, yes, we can comply and turn on the equipment now with a firmware update. I don't know how far they'll go back. Probably what the Mavic 2 Pro will be as far as they'll go back. And I think there is still that Remote ID switch embedded in there. You can look in the app, I think.
It's in the Go 4 app.
I'm not sure if it's the same one, but yeah, okay.
It says Remote ID. And I've asked this question many times, and I've never got the answer. Is that what they? Because if you turn it on, it's broadcasting something to somewhere.
What's just insane? Wait. We all have to pick a gender for our drones too. Oh, don't even get me. I'm not a fan of pronouns because I went to school and studied psychology. So I'm like, them and they is a psychological disorder. I'm sorry, but it is. And it's been that way for eons, and I'm like, I'm very cut and dried with, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. This is just my personal belief. I'm very cut and dried with the gender thing. I'm thinking if your plumbing is of one particular area, that's where you go to the bathroom. You don't, I understand that you might be in the middle, but as long as your plumbing is one area, that's what decides where you go. And I'm like, I can't, I'm like not an in-betweener. I'm like, you're one or the other. And then when you finish, you're done. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm done with all my little blurb here because I went off on the remote ID 10.
So Chris, the Phantom 4 uses the Go 4 app, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that would have remote ID possibly.
He just said so. That's what he said. It was still in the app as of December.
Yeah, it's got a. I just don't. I can't get anybody to tell me if that's what they want or if that's something that's for something else. But it's,
see what Lawrence is saying. Saying as of December 20, all drones built should be. Now, as far as what I thought they had extended it until next month. That's what was happening. That's why everybody was any drone produced from that time on had to be able to, and like he's saying, it had been, and you're saying, Chris, it has been embedded in there for a while.
Yeah.
So, but whatever they've EOL'd, they're not going to do a firmware update. You get me? So if they've
like the 3s and the 2s,
right, they're not going to do anything to help them. You're going to have to buy a module.
I got it. Yeah, I get that part.
But wait a minute. I wonder if you could do it. Don't they have the whatever so that you can use Litchi on them? I wonder if they could do something in Litchi that would enable you to broadcast through those drones.
I don't know. It's a good question for the guys that fly the Litchi app. I don't, so I couldn't answer that one. Maybe somebody in chat can.
Wait a minute. What do we do? What happened? The Fourth Amendment covers. What do you? I'm lost. What did Dre say? I'm lost.
Talking about privacy once you leave your dwelling.
Yes, exactly. It's like somebody can stand in the street and video your house and take pictures of your house all day long, and you can't say jack because it's a public street. Yep. I mean, I I can remember when there used to be a time that you couldn't do shit like that. But now it's just not like that. Anyway, let's see.
It used to be a problem that got taken care of without having to worry about calling somebody. That's pre 911.
Yeah. What are you going to do when there's no legal drone flying over assembly? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, you still have to. You have. Okay, is he talking about a group of people?
Assembly of people. That's the way I take it.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. Here, and we. This is another thing we were talking about. And I love Angel to death. It wasn't him that did it, but there's a drone video out, right? And it's a big concert with at least a couple of 3,000 people in the concert. And there is an FPV drone, a Cinewhoop, flying over the people. Whoosh, 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 going spinning around the band and stuff, you know? And then it flies. But the thing about it is he himself told me, he said, I didn't sign any waiver. I didn't sign anything saying that it was cool to have something like that flying over my head. And anybody knows that's flown an FPV drone knows if you get bit by an FPV drone, it can do some serious damage. And if you're some unwitting fan that has no clue what the hell's going on, it could rip you to shreds before you knew what the hell happened. So I'm like, okay. And then everybody's like, well, the FAA has no say so. But I'm like, until they added that new codicil about you got to have a permit to fly over people. We're in there in that section that says flying over people. Does it say where the airspace is? Or does it simply word fly over people or fly, as he said, over an assembly or a group? It doesn't mention where the airspace is. It doesn't mention what kind of control they have over it. It just says over people. And it explains that the reason for that is for safety reasons. So I'm thinking indoors, outdoors, the FAA is saying, you got to ask us to fly over people. That's what it seems like to me. Because what if God forbid, there was like confetti and stuff coming down from the ceiling? What if it clogged up one of those motors or props and it went down and you got 3 props spinning?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Anybody ideas?
That's the common sense.
Class 2 force rating is 10 pounds of impact force.
The common
Really?
sense. Common sense in me says don't do it. Some people don't have that filter.
But the thing about it is the video is incredible.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, it's awesome. I'm like, I can't say nothing, but it's fantastic. But I'm like,
until that redneck throws a ball cap up in the air to throw it to slow it down.
There you go. Yeah, or somebody just takes their damn drink and goes whoosh.
That's it. Then it's going to hit. You're looking at 3 or 4 people getting hurt. The one person getting hurt with the drone and 3 or 4 stumbling around him.
Nemo's hollering at you.
Hey,
yeah, I think so. What
Gary's getting over COVID too, Bill.
What Bill is asking is who is in control of that airspace? It's inside a building, and the FAA currently does not have control of airspace inside a building. So
that's the way I understand it.
Can you fly inside a building over people? It would be stupid to. I agree. I mean, that's something that I wouldn't want to do. But can you?
Exactly.
Or can you not? I think that's the question that Bill and I
okay,
were
somebody give me a link to that damn, flying over people.
Yeah, it's inside.
Hey, Gary, you want a link?
99% think you're right, Mr. Lance.
I mean, I don't think I'm of the same thought. I think that they shouldn't be able to. But what if one person in there got pissed off? What if one person said, nobody told me I was going to have to worry about that drone? My next door neighbor's kid had one of them FPV drones and it hacked half his finger off. Nobody told me there's going to be one of them in here. Nobody asked me permission to fly that damn thing over my head. Is this far away? I'm telling you, is this far away?
Dre said it right there, Bill. Inside of a building would fall under the local fire marshal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody equivalent.
Okay, so, but again, how is that worded by the FAA? Does it say where the airspace is, or does it say you have to have a permit in order to fly over people, period? I don't think it says where. I mean, I totally agree with everybody. They shouldn't be able to say anything.
I just remember it being inside a building, inside a venue. The FAA has no control over inside of my house. If I got 10 people in my house, I can fly my drone over 10 people in my house. They have no say so.
But what happens if you hit one of them with the drone and they sue you?
That's where your insurance company comes into play.
Okay.
State Farm. I'm gonna call 911, report domestic abuse. That's where that situation comes in.
Okay.
The FAA is not gonna come to my house and
oh no. But
no.
I'm just saying. Think about it. They got Mikey with how many different fines over and 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 over minuscule things that were splitting hairs in order to take him down. So you're telling me, I'm like, I totally get you. But the same thing, they hit him with that excessive fine for all those things over meagerly written laws. And I'm just telling you that I don't think that law says anything about where. It simply says for safety reasons, you got to ask permission. That's all I'm saying.
Sure, you guys say, hey, guys, I'm going to fly my drone over here. Does anybody have a problem with it? And if one person says yes, then you can't do it.
Exactly. So in the same sense of the word, in that concert, those people weren't given that opportunity.
Probably not. He probably talked to the stage manager or the person that had the venue. Say, hey, man, you care if I do this? And he probably said, no, man, go ahead. And that's probably the end of it.
Oh, now that's something. I don't think that it's as bad as we think. No, I totally get. Just Stray. Yes, I totally get it. It's not airspace. I totally agree with all of that. But I'm just trying to say is look what they did to Mikey. A lot of those things were like repetitive things where he did a live stream and it showed him. And what was it? Sometimes it was flying over people. Sometimes it was other. You lost momentary control or something because it flashed on the screen high winds or something. And I'm like, if they used technicalities to hit him with all those fines over those kind of details, then a very vaguely written law that says you got to ask the FAA for permission to fly over people for safety reasons, wouldn't that fall in the same vague category?
Yeah, I get it because we're such a law-abiding society now. I see where you're coming from, Bill.
Look at what Justin says, and yeah, it's totally frustrating. It's totally. I mean, and I'm not trying to, but what I'm trying to say is I can see the argument from both sides, and it's just I'm like, ugh, I mean, what if here's a crazy thing. What if you're in that concert, and I've probably already gotten all kinds of hateful. Everybody's pissed off. He's talking shit. Anyway, what happens if you're taking your wife and your husband and wife, and you're taking your 4-year-old child to the first ever concert, and you want them to experience a Seattle band coming home, and you take your kid. And the next thing you know, zoom, 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 and your kid's like trying to reach out and grab, and you're going to flip out, right?
Yeah.
You're going to lose, and you're saying, nobody told me jack shit about this. And you'd be justified, right? You'd be justified to being angry that nobody said there was going to be a potentially dangerous situation in that concert.
Look at it like this, too, Bill. If you buy that ticket to that concert, sometimes those tickets have a waiver on the back of them. During this concert, there will be loud music. During this concert, there will be fireworks. During this concert, there may be drones flying.
Right. That I can see that. But as far as he still hasn't popped in yet. He's still not coming. That's what I want to ask him if he's looked at the ticket, and seeing if there was anything going on. Okay. So everybody thinks that basically doing the job. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No, not to my knowledge, but I may have run into the person last Friday. I was doing a job. Oh, whoa. That's messed up. While you were working? That's so messed up.
They just want to see how Sharp old Dre was dressed that day, I promise you.
Yeah, but that's still messed up. What if it was like a big money job and it was his last window to get the shots in and man, well, I'm like, okay, we know responsible pilots don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's something we're just going to have to push along. And it's not the drone police.
You said it. You just said the key word, responsible.
Yep.
I mean, the thing about it is I might walk over to somebody and say, yo, dude, can I fly with you? That's what I'm going to do. To be like, no, I'm on a job, man. Get the fuck away. Okay,
Yes.
later.
Yeah, and that particular video that Angel sent us, it looked like it was a promotional video done by the concert venue or the band, didn't it? I mean, it looked that professional.
Yeah, it was really done.
Somebody,
well,
I think someone hired the guy.
A good Cinewhoop, a good Cinewhoop pilot can do that easily because really and truthfully, he wasn't shooting any holes, he wasn't busting any gaps or anything. He was just riding probably about 5 feet above the crowd and just kind of hovering around. So he wasn't really doing anything that and for a halfway decent pilot, that would be relatively simple, I would think. Can't get near Boston.
Just go.
I'd never do that.
It's not hard to do.
I wouldn't think that, especially a Cinewhoop, and you can probably put it because it's going to be. I don't even think Cinewhoop has acro. They're like they have pretty much stabilized mode. And you can just I haven't showed anybody this thing yet. Here it is.
Ooh. There you
go. And the only thing I don't like about it, and you can see how it works, it's got this huge optical flow camera on the bottom to actually keep it where it's positioning, and it's got a decent camera up here, but it only films in like 30-second bursts, which blows. I think it doesn't record any audio.
Oh no.
So you would have to like open up your phone to record it while you were flying it, I guess. It has orbit, has follow, has like feature, I think they call it, and then hover, and then it just kind of orbits around and follows you and stuff like that, which is cool. And I got that, and they gave me this little controller. And then if I really want to be fashionable as I'm going to the beach, what was it? I just didn't call it. I can't remember what the hell it was. It's got a little carrying thing. See, it's like this that pops out. I figure my grandkids will love it, but it is ridiculous what I got for it. So, but it does a really good job, and the stabilization is the best I've ever seen on that kind of a drone. I mean, it's got like parrot quality stabilization on, let's say, a Tello drone. That's basically what I would call it. Okay, so I guess Angel's not coming, Chuck's not coming. Chuck, where are you, Chuck? 3 minutes ago he says, like, is the way. Chuck. Okay, Lance, tell us about your light painting.
Yeah, so I've been practicing light painting with my drone. It's been a lot of fun. The kit that I bought for my Mavic 2 Pro is this one here, and I don't use the two front. I don't use these two. Oops. These two, but I use the outside one. So I attach that to my drone, and it's been a lot of fun. And then I shoot with the DSLR, and then I find a subject. In fact, I'm going to shoot a high school senior later this week if the starters stay out. But this is kind of what it looks like attached to the back legs.
Okay.
And then what I do is I turn on the landing light, and that stays on. So when I fly it and it's flying around, it will illuminate, and I'll get my circle effect in my light painting. And then with my DSLR, I set that up to the lowest ISO as I can. And my camera's ISO 100. And then the shutter speed is anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. and my f-stop is also as low as I can get it. And depending on what lens I have on my camera, some shots that I shot the other day are f2.8. I don't know how to share to show you anything.
So you're saying a 30-second exposure?
Anywhere from 15 to 30. That is correct.
Wow,
Cool.
man. Okay, that was cool. I was like, I wondered how you had gotten all the way around the tower. Now, did you do that manually, or did you tell it to orbit?
I told it to orbit, and the nice thing about the Mavic 2 is you can hover right over, and I did it over a lighthouse. If you guys haven't seen that, maybe we can share that. But so I hovered directly over the lighthouse, and I had my camera pointed down, so I knew where it was. I hit point of view. I started to back out, and as soon as I was far enough, the go button turned green. So then I could hit the green go button, and I knew I was far enough away, and it would just start to circle. And then I just let it continue to circle. I probably could have gotten away with 15 seconds. If you look at my lighthouse, I've got 2 lights where the drone maybe moved up slightly on one of the turns. But it was a 30-second exposure. And
I'm getting there.
It was probably a 50-foot diameter, so it wasn't huge. Right there, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I brought my strobe on my flash just in case. I didn't know if the lighthouse was going to be lit or not. I didn't think it would be. I knew that the light on top would be lit, but not the side. But there's a little shed just to the right, and it's got a light timer on it. So if you walk in front of it, it lights up. So it lit up the lighthouse for me, so I didn't have to pop a flash. And so I had my daughter who helped me run in front of the timer. It lit up. She got out of there, and I took a picture. So if you notice, I've got 2 circles, and I think it's because the drone moved just slightly up. Or it could be where the landing light was the bottom one, and the top lights were the actual LED lights that I had attached.
I had, like I had mentioned before, I had even gone as far as just doing basic light painting, and I was even going to go buy light pens myself, and then I don't know what came up, and I just like, nah, didn't do it. And so I haven't experimented with light painting in forever, but it's fun, especially when you see the results come out like that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, let's see. Oh yeah, I got this over here. Let me go, let's see. For anybody that didn't know, Luminar, what is it? Neo, or is it Luminar Neo, or is it Skylum Neo? Which one's it called? Let me see what this one's called. Hang on, give it here. Is Luminar Neo has an update that came out, and now you can actually do 10 photo brackets and get really good HDR pictures. Let's see what all I'm trying to get some where we went on our trip. I'm trying to find the first pictures. Oh yeah, cool. I do actually got some good pictures. Oh, that was first. Was that the airport before we left? Oh yeah, my wiener dog. I had to, like the day before we went to go to Vegas, my Sparky, my little wiener dog, tore a nail off his foot. So we had to go find some emergency vet on the weekend. Oh God, on the weekend to have his toe nail ripped out and stitched up and, some meds and stuff and sent home. So yeah, and let me share this here in a minute. Let me get up here.
And that's painful.
Yeah, he wasn't real happy.
I'm sure he wasn't.
But then what was not the bad part. That was not the bad part. The bad part was where we left him at my son's house, and we took off to Vegas, and that was him coming out of the room. So he's like, don't mess with your foot, and his foot's all bandaged up, and he's looking at me like, you asshole. I don't know these people, but they played with my cards, you know. So anyway, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Ding. Hey, y'all didn't see that. There's the plane. There's the plane. There's another plane. Let me go back here. Let's see. Oh, this is when we met a ride, and he picked us up. And this was cool. Bob Dempsey hooked me up with a friend of his. And he picked us up at the airport, and I already had it set up to take us and drop us back off the airport. He met us with water and everything. He took us for a little tour when we went. And as we were driving through the city. There's New York, going down through here, and he took us kind of around the curbs and stuff. Ooh, let's see here what we got. There's the little Marshalls and Coca-Cola.
Hard Rock.
Woo! Yay! Yeah, there's Hard Rock. I didn't go there. There's some other stuff. Let's see. Everybody's like, God, this is so boring, Bill. What the fuck? There's a Las Vegas sign. This is the first time I've ever been. So if I'm really boring you all to tears, I'm totally sorry. Zip up here. This is the view from our hotel room. You can see out to the mountains and stuff. And there's, what is it? Resort World. There's the Encore, and the Wind was around the corner. There's the Palazzo was next to us. It's kind of like the sister building. Treasure Island. This is inside the Venetian where we were staying at. Like I said, for me, it really blew me away. I was like, wow. And then here's, I think I took a little walk here. Woo! Does it get any bigger? Nope, it doesn't get any bigger. Oh, there's my wife. He's like, take a picture. I was gonna take a picture of you. That's in the entryway when you first come in. And then this is outside. They actually have, it's just like Venice, and they have like the moats, everything. And here's the gondolas. You can ride inside and you can ride outside. Inside, there's this huge mall, as you can see. I found things that I should have bought, but I didn't. See, fart now loading. Please wait. It was at 85%. And this is this is a mall inside the hotel I was staying in. And for me, this is like, hell, I grew up in Southwest Virginia. For me, this is big time. Most I had was a place called the Bristol Mall, that they just turned into a casino. There's the gondola. This was kind of an artist thing. Love, it's kind of cool. And so we went and took pictures there. It's got the little waterfall. I posted like a slow-mo of this waterfall back here, and I swear to you, it looks like like wax melting down a candle in slow-mo. Who's that weird freak? And there's the good-looking chick and some other weird dude taking pictures of her trying to stalk her.
So Johnny.
Hey, what's up, Johnny D? And there's some more of the architecture. There's is this it? Let's see if it goes in slow-mo. Does it switch to slow-mo? Oh, there we go. And Ron's here.
Hey, Ron.
See in slow-mo? Woo! Like, cool, man. No, not really. I thought it was neat. Yeah, I know.
Is that from Vegas?
Yeah, this is from Vegas.
Pretty cool.
Go back to regular size.
Too bad they couldn't get to go that slow in real life.
Okay, and this is inside. We were actually in the gondola for this picture. That's the wedding gondola. So if you had a wedding upcoming, you could actually talk to them and reserve it. They would bring it out so that you could actually get married in the gondola. It's like a 15-minute ride. And that's actually inside the building, and the ceiling is like that. It kind of reminds you of Hogwarts. It did for me anyway. And Don Polenton was telling me that was meant to have you lose track of time so that you would spend more money and you do more stuff and hang out in the mall longer. Which,
where is that? Which casino, Bill?
This is the Venetian.
Okay, one of the casinos in Atlantic City has the same thing where the ceiling looks like the the open sky like that.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Here we're in the gondola. I think this lady's like, "Why are you filming me?" Yeah, let's see. Yeah. So you Madam, you work for Madame Tussaud, right? And who runs the ride? Yeah.
Oh no, so it's different.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is located here in the hotel.
We went to it yesterday.
Something I still haven't done yet.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
For sure, it's just wild.
Why go to Italy when you can just get it right there in Vegas?
Cinematic mode on. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
See what it would do.
And Bill, I
It's
see
doing
you
a
jumped
lot of
on the TikTok, Instagram Reels vertical video.
Yeah, it was. I didn't even think about any of that because Chuck was like, and where I was sick, I didn't get to take this thing back, and I wanted to seriously because
Well, what did you just show, Bill?
the Pocket 2.
Oh,
So I've got
Pocket 2.
I've got the creator's kit, but I meant to
It's
take
a great
it back.
little kit. I have it also.
Anyway, so let me stop the share for a second. Let me share. I need to do the sound because I want you to hear this chick, man. Let's see if you can hear her. I don't know how long it is. I'm wanting to make sure. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's see.
That looks like almost a fake picture with that guy standing above your head, Bill.
Can you hear?
Yes. Oh, they're singing. Oh, that's a girl. Sorry, I said a guy. I thought the mask with a beard at first.
When you dance down the street with the clouds at your feet, you're in love. When you walk up to me, when you know you're not dreaming, signore. School sang me, but you see back in all.
That's pretty cool.
That's amore. That's amore. That's amore.
She kicked ass. That's what I thought. I think a ride was like $19 for a 15-minute ride. And if you wanted to, you could pay extra, and they gave you they took pictures and stuff.
Wow.
Let's see. Y'all don't see none of that. Won't do you any good anyway because I've already downloaded all of it. Shh! Don't tell anybody. You're not seeing this.
We're not allowed to see that.
Yeah, this is actually from Cirque du Soleil's "Love" by the Beatles. And
I'll go under NDA on that.
Yeah, but and I'm going to tell you right now, just that right there, whoa, oh my God! If you get a chance to go to Vegas and see a show, Bob hooked me up with this one too.
Yeah, I was lucky. Guess who I got to see in Vegas, Bill? I saw Jerry Seinfeld at the I forget which one, but he was awesome.
Lance needs to take off for a little bit. He's going to come back here in a second.
All right,
Hopefully.
Lance. And Chris Hope had to run too. He had to run a little errand. He's going to try to get back.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. so
well, look like I arrived just in the nick of time, Bill.
Well, no, it was okay. I got plenty more pictures. But here's the thing. Let me suspend this for a second. We'll stop sharing. Chris is back too now. We've already asked Lance and we've already asked Chris what they think. What do you think of the remote ID ruling? And do you think that John Q. Public is still going to have access to your whereabouts?
It sounds like at least in one of the forums he will. It looks like if your drone can be updated just to a firmware update, it looks like John Q. Public will know where you're flying from. But if you have an older drone, you have to put a module on. It looks like you'll be able to walk to, say, a block away, and the thing will still lead to where you took off from.
Well, but the thing about it is, there's another thing, and we were talking about this earlier when we were talking about flying indoors.
Yeah.
The way it's worded is, the ruling is it that once we leave, we don't have the reasonable, anonymity deal to whatever. But he also does say in the ruling that, that he says most people would be able to, or I can't remember how it was worded, but he's implying that there's some people that shouldn't have access to where your location is. The way it was worded in it, he's like, you have a reasonable, I can't remember what the hell it was said. Anyway, how it was
Yeah.
worded exactly.
Real legalists, yeah.
Well, anyway, it seems like he's implying that first responders should have completely no limit access to who, how, where, when, which, and what.
Well, kind of agree.
Other than that, you can know if a certain, like if there's a drone in the air, you can know who owns that drone, but you might not necessarily know exactly where that ground station is. So you would have to call.
I thought they took. I mean, at the beginning, in the early days of remote ID, I thought that was even going to tell your name, but I thought your name is now not there, but your location is.
See, that's what I'm saying. I would wish I could see the wording of the most recent case that they threw out from RDQ, because like Dre was pointing out earlier, was that you give up your reasonable right to privacy once you walk out your door and off your property.
Right.
Which is, I totally get that. But like I said, I can't remember how it was worded, because he said, he made it sound like that certain people wouldn't have access. Like not everybody in the general public would know.
I got the same thing too, that they're kind of pulling back a little bit, that every Tom, Dick, and Harry will be able to see where you are. But Bill, nobody talks about this really, but this supposed Wander app that's going to show people where you're at. Okay, they never say if this is an app, or you remember in the beginning when they talked about a remote ID app and we had to pay for it. That was, I'm going way back or whatever. I still don't believe that they will release a free app that people can use to locate where drone flyers are. Who's paying for this if they release it free?
Well, here's the okay. So
how many people really pay like $9.99 a month?
But wait a minute. Wait. So, but wait a minute. Now that kind of skirt some problems if they're selling your location. It'd be different if it was just general public access. But how are they going to make it a pay-for app if you're making people buy to know where your general location is? I mean, the first person that gets nailed and their shit gets stolen, they're going to sue that app company, man. They're going to say, you told them exactly where the hell I was, and they're paid you $9.99.
Well, okay, I agree with you, but with the backtrack, how is the FAA going to get that information to, if the general public has access to where you're flying a drone, how are they going to distribute that information to people if not via app, where you have to go to a website and look at it, which is still a little bit better, because, okay, if the person wants to locate your thing is in their house or whatever, but if they're not in their house or whatever, and they can't really get in the phone. I know you can go to websites on phone. Here's how hard that is.
Here's an even crazier one, right? Okay, somebody hacks the network that's got all this remote ID stuff floating around, and then the FAA database has got all your personal information and everything about you. And then everybody's like, yeah.
Oh, you mean like when they hacked that big credit card, that credit card thing a couple of years ago? Remember, it's a big company that keeps all the credit card information. Remember, they got hacked big time or whatever, and they said, they told people, your stuff got hacked. Sorry.
Oh, kind of like, what happened? Equifax.
Yeah. They got hacked. A couple of days ago. They want to take their responsibility for it.
They said 300,000 people got screwed out of their house loans. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. You can't sue us because Congress put laws in to protect us from lawsuits. Sorry.
It's crazy. Anyway. We've been pissed everybody off. Everybody left. There's 23 people left. They said, get the hell out of here. So anyway, what else was I going to talk about?
Anyways, Bill, to answer your question, I'm still holding out a glimmer of hope, and I say that no pun intended with Chris Hope on the panel here, that when this all finalizes out, when everything's said and done, that for the most part people will not be able to see the location that you're exactly. I still think there's a glimmer of hope that may happen. I'm still not ready to throw my hands up and sell all my drones and say I'm done.
Oh, okay. And did you know about Luminar Neo?
Oh, I did. I know you were sick when it first came out, so I didn't want to hound you too much with messages. But it was supposed to come out on the 28th. and I looked in the morning, it wasn't there, but by noon it was available. And if you're an owner of Neo and Aurora HDR, the latest version, you got the module for free.
Oh, I didn't know that. But it just
Yeah.
automatically popped into mine.
Pardon?
I said I didn't realize that was the criteria.
Yeah.
So
It was the
it just
criteria.
automatically said, "Hey, you got an update," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" Okay, so let me do this. Let me see if I can move this over here. All right.
And I've already edited several. I've already edited a batch of photos with it, and it works great.
Okay, this was my hotel outside.
The Venetian, right?
Yes.
Oh, no. The Venetian.
Yes, the Venetian. So you can see it right there.
Oh, look! Oh, you already got some more light in the bottom there when you hit that slider.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what the sky, if the sky enhancer sees stars.
Since there is no sky, let's see what it does.
Oh, it pulled up. There's a little bit. Looks like there's a little bit of a cloud here. Here's a little star. Here's a little blurry star.
Yeah, maybe you get something.
Okay. So
could you do a sky replacement night, Bill? Bill, you to go in there and put a bunch of stars in a sky replacement.
Is there one in a sky though? Do I have a sky?
What is it?
Here it is, sky.
Yeah. Find one with a bunch of stars or something, or planets. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Put the Milky Way in or something.
That one? Let's try that.
Try that one. That may look kind of semi-natural.
Come on, why are you not adding?
Oh, there it is. Look, that one look.
Oh,
look,
whoa!
Look
Okay.
how good that looks.
Yeah,
Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat?
That did make it pop. I wonder if I can make it smaller. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead. Boom.
Is a slider where you can just turn it less?
Horizontal
Yeah, just make it less.
Flip. It's not showing. It's just position. What about sizing? Scene relighting. No. Reflection. Sky adjustments. Defocus. Grain. Brightness. Ooh, let's see what happens. Let's pull the brightness down a little bit. Ooh. You want to go up higher with the brightness? Ooh, that's bringing more. Oh, wow, it's bringing the bottom of the Milky. Yeah.
That looks cooler, but it looks more fake also.
Yeah. But that's not too
Depends on what you're going for.
That's not. That looks good.
That doesn't look good. Get rid of that haze.
Yeah, I know. I took that off. Let's go ahead and just reset that one. I don't understand why, because it's giving me orientation, Galaxy 2. Wonder why it's not letting me pull it down. Everybody's like getting bored, probably.
I think you went too far. I think that slider would have been there when you first did it. You're too far in now.
No, well, I can just do this. Watch.
You just undo it, then start.
Yeah, is this good? Revert to original.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Big difference. Okay.
That's a crappy photo.
Again.
Put it back.
Yeah, that's such a terrible photo. It's such a shitty photo. All right, here we go. Let's not do that. Let's go. Where was it going first?
Wherever Sky was. Was
Yeah,
it up
we were
top?
going back. Sky.
Did you have it up top before you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now pick that and see if there's a slider right before you finalize the stuff. Huh? There isn't, huh?
I'm not seeing one. Wait, here's something. Nope.
No, there's not. It used to be a slider, Bill. I guess they took that slider away. But that looks pretty good, just right like that, Bill.
Wonder what will happen. Let's see.
Oh, that looks better. I like that.
Let's try doing this. No.
I like that. The other one was better.
Let's just revert here.
That's a little too dark. Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
No, I reverted. I got rid of it. Discarded it. Okay, back over here. Everybody's like, "Oh God, you're killing me." Oh, let's go down lower. Let's see.
Folks, this is Luminar Neo. You can purchase it with the links down below.
See, I've got Luminar. I've got Luminar.
There's a whole bunch of Luminars out there now, Chris.
I know it. I'm probably behind. I've got Aurora HDR and I've got Luminar 4, Ron.
Yeah.
So you
behind. Yeah. What was the one between Neo and 4? Luminar.
Hang on.
There's one between Neo.
AI.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll leave that way.
I think there's special upgrade rates, Chris. You don't have to pay the full bore if you're upgrading from an older one.
Well, let's just go and look and see. Let me see what happens
Ooh,
when I open it up.
ooh.
I haven't used it in a while. I like Lightroom really well.
Well, you can use it as a plugin for Lightroom. This does.
I'm not
more
a
than Lightroom.
student, and I can't pay for Lightroom. I'd like to if they give it.
Yeah, there's more
Freaking
stuff in
profit.
here than Lightroom. I mean, Lightroom's a great organizer. It has great features, but this has like more stuff, more goodies.
Ooh, that's starting to really pop there.
Luminar 4. Let's see if it offers some kind of an upgrade. Right.
If you do own Aurora HDR, you can get Leo and then get this HDR module for free.
Let me put it this way: I got an icon on my desktop. Does that mean I own it?
Hopefully.
What do we think of that? Maybe it needs to be straight.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, Bill. I like that.
Let's see what we got here.
The main thing, Bill, is
it looks a little crooked, Bill.
what's
There you
the-
go. That's better.
I think I was a little crooked that night.
That's better.
Let's see. What
Hey,
we
let me one little power tip, Bill. Save that crop. Apply.
Okay.
Go down to super contrast. It took
What
a while.
the
Oh, there it goes.
fudge?
It did
What
better
the
now. I
fudge?
don't know why it did that for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. There it is.
Okay. Go all the way down near the bottom and look for super contrast. There
Okay.
you go. Now go to the one that says shadows. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Slide that slider about halfway up to maybe like 50. Okay. Now take the bottom one and go. I want to bring more shadow. I go left or right. I forget which is which. You'll just go the other way a little bit, not all the way. Oh, look, that's too much. But go back it off a little bit. Look at that, Bill. Look what it did to the shadows. You can see the sign. We gotta get rid of that sign's too bright. But look what it did, Bill. What do you think?
I could
Chris?
put. What about it? What about a mask on that sign? We could just put a mask on that sign.
Or we could just erase it.
Let's do this. Let's see what. Oh, I love this part. Mask.
Yeah, but of course it probably won't say just mask.
No, usually let's see. It'll say man-made object. Possibly, we'll see.
Have you seen this, Chris, where it figures out what's in the photo, and then you can only edit one part you want to? Like, look, for instance, he can edit the sky.
See, look at the man. See, it says this is
the street by itself.
man-made ground. Natural ground. See, it's showing. Oh, it's getting the top part of the
It's
sign.
got part of the sign in it.
It's showing the sky. Look at the sky. Florida. Yep, all the greenery, architecture, water. Oh, it's saying that the roadway is water.
Yeah, because he look at the reflection. It could.
Wait a minute. It's got the sign. I wonder what. Let's see. Let's leave it there.
Now go up to adjustments now and then turn it down. Turn it down. Go back to, I guess, shadows and turn it the other way.
So yeah, we want to go. It's not too bad. Didn't do a whole lot. Let's see what happens here.
I mean, the ground looks real, except for the sign, the ground looks great now. You can see the details in the shrubberies there or hedges.
What happens if you crop the sound out of it?
I was gonna say, Bill, go back up to erase, not crop.
Oh, you're
erase.
going to start all the way over?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
hell
can do
with it. We
that.
don't
Go to erase, which is what in that. Yeah, well, no.
What now?
Yeah, you can start, but erases. I forget which one erases in. They move them around every time.
Where is the crop?
Go back to tools. Now, where is erase?
I'm going to do this. Just give me a second. We'll just do like Chris
You
was
could
saying.
crop it out, yeah. But do free
wait,
crop.
wait.
You don't want to lose.
Wait,
you don't want to lose all
yeah.
your side. Go to free. Yep.
Yeah.
Be a free cropper.
And yeah,
Ooh. Apply. Oh yeah.
You know, I think I like that little bit of the street and the hedge there, though. I don't. What do you think, Chris?
I did. Yeah, I liked it better the other way. What do y'all think? Everybody's like, "What the hell? Y'all aren't even paying attention to us."
Hey man, I told
Data, the Cambridge
I told him
Analytica.
to take the right turn signal out of
I
it.
have an ad. Wait a minute, with ads that shows me the plane is, who owns it, where it's flying.
Yeah, I had that app too, Curtis.
So he's saying that it could be probably something that simple to figure out where drones are. So we think this is too much. Let me just, we'll start all the way over.
I love it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
All right. So we're going to go back to the crop. We're going to do free. We're going
I mean, you can crop a little bit of that street out, but not all of it, because I want the hedge in there. Because before you had no bounce in the photo, you just kind of like started right in the middle of stuff. I mean, now this photo has a bottom, a top, and a middle, where the other photo only had a kind of a middle and a top.
Okay, that looks pretty much. Okay, so maybe like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I kind of like that bang glow, like you're saying. I almost, I'll be honest with you, I kind of like that long glow.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
All we really do is find the erase tool, which I don't know where it's under, but just get rid of that sign.
Hello, what's up?
Let me open mine up here and find the erase tool. Where
Okay,
it's
cool.
at.
I'm going back up here. I'm going to go to, oh yeah, we're going to put a sky in. We're going to do sky selection. We come down here. We're bringing you in. Ta-da. Okay. I wonder if.
Bill, okay, when you're ready, under essentials, erase should be the third thing down. Develop, enhance, and then erase.
Okay, cool.
But
I'm still trying to figure out.
What we're going to do first, we'll get that last.
Trying to figure horizontal position. So let's see if it comes down. Let's moving it over. Okay, well, let's do this.
That looks pretty good with the Milky Way going right in the middle. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like. Well, no. I was liking it for a minute, then it got too big. We just want a little bit of Milky Way in it.
I'm trying to see if. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not giving me everything I'd like. That just sucks. Fine, you a-hole.
Chris, what's the temperature today in East Texas?
It's 104 today.
104? That's about norm now, huh?
That seems to be exactly.
Wow. That's the new norm, as they say, huh?
All right, so let's do this. Let's see what I want to see what this
Little
does.
dehaze?
Yep. It brought popped a little color there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've already got the stars in. We're gonna go with, let's see what accent gives us. That's too much.
Oh no, some of that's good though. Yeah, keep some of that in there.
Yeah, and then I'm
try
gonna
answer now. Didn't do a whole lot.
No, not really. Just made them brighter, and I don't want brighter. So we'll bring it back down here. Sparky, it's enough.
Okay, now let's go to erase. One down.
Okay, you want to erase?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Okay, now let's check our brush size, see if it's big enough. We got to highlight it first. Go down there and brush it up good.
You want me to erase it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should fill. It just should fill it. Make it look like the bush. If it should fill in the bush.
Okay. So clear.
Hit erase. Hit erase.
Oh, hit erase.
There we go.
But that looks kind of awkward now.
Well, maybe what
the glowing bush.
Maybe what we can do is find like another thing, smooth it over a little bit.
That's kind of cool though. The glowing bush.
And look at left the reflection there that wasn't there before. But who's going? I don't know if anybody's going to look at that.
Let's just leave it like that. See,
we can
post
fix it up later. Yeah,
let's leave it like that. Okay, wait. Have you tried relight?
Oh yeah. Make the bottom part darker there, and maybe the bush.
That's
won't
what I'm
be
thinking.
The burning bush won't be so bright.
Let's see. Maybe the bush won't be so bright. That's what she said.
Where you at, Moses?
I don't know. We don't want to really.
No, I liked it better before. Turn it back up a little bit. Now it's too green.
Let's try this. Let's go a little bit now. A little bit.
A little bit.
That's not too bad. Let's see what happens here.
Well, yeah, you can make the sky brighter here, Bill.
I'm looking here first.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I can change the depth too. We can go even deeper back here.
Oh, look at that. That's a little bit too bright, but it's kind of interesting.
It is kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting.
But look at this, folks. We turn what was kind of a very underexposed picture into something workable now, Bill.
Yeah, and you can really the Venetian part's really defined.
Hey, look how clear the writing is. And let me guess, Bill, you took this with your phone?
Yeah.
This is from a phone. This isn't from some big DSLR super camera. This is a full frame camera. This is a cell phone.
Yeah, but it's got a pretty badass sensor in it, though. It's not like it's the iPhone 13 is like let's see. I want to try. This is one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Put a little glow in there.
Let's see what glow.
Too much. Oh, I like what you did with the shadows there, Bill. Now, pull that down a little.
I'm trying. Yeah, I like
that. That's good. That's good.
Let's go down here. That's good. Let's try.
Do we need to warm it up or cool it down at all?
Still
no, I'm not messing with any of that. Do what?
Do we see down below? You can warm it up or cool it down a little bit, and you can put a little saturation or desatch.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, Bill.
I was using this baseline here.
Yeah.
When I was running the grid earlier, Chris.
Right.
I was looking at the left-hand side of the building.
Let's see. Let's try.
Far left. Hey, man, it's your picture.
Yeah, go anywhere you want with it.
If I go, I see what you're saying, Chris. See there? So that would sure. Oh, go the other way, dumbass. That would get it there, but then see how it's throwing it way off here. It's look
at the Venetian writing is real crooked.
So I was trying to bring the Venetian part in.
Yeah, now your verticals look good as far as the wording.
Okay, so let's creep out here to the side.
Looks good.
Creep out here. Come on. That's it.
No, it looks so good. It's like I was there when it was like I was there with you.
That's a postcard.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have a titling tool, and you have to move it into other stuff where you can put put a fancy font Venetian Las Vegas.
Since you've gone off the rail, Bill, let me ask you this, and people in the chat. If you on Facebook, you'll see the metal art pop up in your feed where they take a photo and you put it on metal. Have y'all done that?
Oh yeah, I've never put anything on metal, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I did that to one picture of mine, and I gave it to my mother, and man, she got a kick out of it.
I've seen that all the time about putting on metal, and I've actually seen them hanging, but I've never done it myself. So it really is.
It's kind of pricey, but it turned. What I did was my banner on my YouTube channel.
Wow.
It turned out really good. Something like where I'm going with this. Something like this would look really good on that metal banner.
Angel's here.
All right, what's up, guys?
Hello, Angel. Welcome in.
Okay,
welcome into the Neo photo lesson here.
Was there a waiver on your concert ticket that said there was possible drone flying?
I need to take a look and see because I made the purchase and it was from March, and as I sent you yesterday, Live Nation had a little thing on using that little drone, but I'm looking like that definitely looked like a bigger drone flying around. I couldn't see anything because of all the lasers and everything.
Yeah, this only films in 30-second bursts.
Okay.
That was a little bit.
Oh, you got your little drone in, Bill? Your Instagram drone or Snapchat drone?
Yeah, Snapchat Pixie drone. Here you go. Y'all gonna love this.
Can you fly indoors, Bill?
I was stunned, and the stabilization's crazy. So yeah, let's see what do we got. All right. So then wait a minute. I guess let me stop.
Is it under 250 grams, Bill, or will it need a remote ID?
Oh no, it won't need remote ID. So let's see. There it is.
Oh, you palm launch it.
Hey, I'm down here.
Looks pretty stable.
It's like, where are you?
Does it have sensors on the bottom to know where your hand is, Bill?
It's got this huge optical flow camera.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's huge. Look at that. It's like
Right.
massive.
I see it.
And it's like basically the same size as this camera. So let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it to hover a little lower.
Now, I'd really be impressed, Bill, if you said you took the picture of the Venetian with that thing.
It's like flipping out, trying to find something to. Hey, don't go to the ceiling, you fucker. Come here. Come here.
Come here. It even has voice commands.
Only when you say fucker. But I thought it's got this neat little. I just even was talking about how much she loved this.
Oh, that's the carrying handle?
Forgive me, I don't know why I switch into this mode every time I get this, but I do.
It looks like your little 5-year-old granddaughter should be carrying that around.
Yes, that's why I feel like I'm 4 years old and I have a little drone and I want ice cream and a drone. Okay. There you go. So
But
anyway.
that only does 4 modes, right? It does 4 modes?
I think it's 4. And like I said, 30 seconds each. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does it take pictures and video, Bill, both?
Yeah, you can tell it. You can do gestures and tell it to do different things. So
Does it do vertical for?
But I think actually, I'm not sure yet. I haven't played with it enough to make sure. I will need to do more because I'm feeling better now. It needs. I think it just does video, and there's no audio, so you have to whatever device you're using your Snapchat. Let's see. Oh, 2 notifications. 12 new snap. Okay, we'll do this. Let's do this. I will do this for you. I'm going to.
I hate to admit, I'm not even on Snapchat. Do you snap?
You ain't missing out on much. You're not missing out.
The only reason I have Snapchat.
I don't snap yet.
The only reason I have Snapchat is because of this. Where the hell did I put it? There it is. Okay, so then I put it near it. Right.
I'm on TikTok. I look at it once a year.
Where is my pixel?
Instagram, I'm on it too, but Facebook is where Facebook, YouTube is my 2 platforms.
How is it not
And
showing me
apparently, all of us are. Facebook is the older person's social media.
Right.
TikTok is the younger person's social media.
No, that's old farts. New Snap. Where in the hell is it?
Well, I go on Instagram once a month, so I'm better on Instagram than I am TikTok or Snap.
Is it not on? It's on. I think it's on. Are you not on? Yeah, you're on. Oh, it's like acting like it's uploading stuff because it's like showing stuff. Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
Does it have obstacle avoidance?
You saw it here first, guys. The drop test, coast to coast drone.
No longer uploading video.
It looks pretty durable, actually. Though, look, it looks kind of looks like it has well-made plastic, Bill.
Yeah, it didn't even make a big noise when it just kind of bounced.
Sounded like a thud, man. You got ripped off. Do it again. We want to hear a thud.
How much is that Snapchat drone, Bill? Yeah.
That's a delicate subject, guys.
I know, Bill. I know the price is $25, right, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
costs $30. Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
you
another
got that
zero.
You got that
With another
Snapchat
zero. They snapped my chat for damn sure.
But basically, it's the same price as the DJI Mini SE.
Yeah.
Where in the hell? Snapchat Plus? What the hell? I don't want Snapchat
Plus.
I just like, what the hell? Snapchat Plus? I just bought this damn $300 drone. You should give me Snapchat Plus for free. Anyway,
I know. Bill, you should be a shareholder in Snapchat for that price.
Okay, so what do you think of the Mini 3 Gentleman? Mini 3 Pro?
Now that they got all the firmware fixed, it's a winner. Go buy it.
I'm waiting on it to come out. Give it a year and I'll buy a used one for half price.
But I'll sell you mine when I buy the Mini 4, Chris.
Sounds good. Y'all heard it
I
here.
think somebody to buy my original pocket and then the Pocket 2 here in about a month and a half for top dollar. So that I
we
can
get ready for
buy
the Pocket 3.
I still like the
So
original Pocket.
I've used the Mini 3 a few times now. I think my one complaint, it is so small that it's really easy to lose it to the sky with the clouds.
Hard to see.
Where, like the Mavic 3 sticks out like a sore thumb.
I agree.
Oh, you mean eagle eyes can't see the drone?
Yeah, no, it was like 280 feet away, and I totally lost it.
Oh wow!
It's so
Pixie
small. It's so small that you totally miss it. Because I was like doing a nice little orbit around, and
Yeah.
like I looked down for a second, and then I looked up, and then I was like, "Where the hell did it go?"
Yeah. I mean, Angel, good point, but that would apply to all mini drones and not just the Mini 3.
Yes. No,
They're
I
all
know,
hard
but
to
it's
see. They're all hard to see.
it's so hard to see. Yeah, because I've taken it out a few times, and I think if there's no if you don't have any cloud cover behind, you can still see it. But if you got clouds, it blends in with our gray clouds here in the Pacific Northwest, and you totally lose it.
Agreed.
So
and
then I end up always wanting to just use the Mavic 3 because it's like a damn helicopter in the sky. It's so big.
Well, why don't you just get a Phantom 4 Pro, and then you can really see it, right, Chris?
Forever.
You can see it. How far can you see that thing away from?
I can go
Half a mile
2,000.
away?
I can fly it a couple thousand feet. Doesn't bother me. I can see it with the
It's a big boy up there.
Oh well, it has to connect to the Pixies network.
Oh boy, I didn't know they had a network.
Hello, Kai.
All right, Chris, to tell everybody good evening.
Here. Hello, Kai.
I'm gonna roll out, guys. It's been enjoyable, Bill. Appreciate you, man. It's good to see everybody.
Yep, I'm glad to be back.
Let's do your able update to Neo.
One thing, Bill, I'd like to say right quick, if I can drop a little tidbit. Mike Kelly, Copper State area, lost his daughter-in-law.
Oh no!
And y'all can keep him in your thoughts. He's a good dude.
Well, I met him a couple times. He is a great guy.
Yeah, he's been part of the community for quite a while.
Yeah,
so just keep him in your thoughts, man. They're going through a tough time right now. And she was fairly young from my understanding. So anyway, y'all take care, guys. We'll see y'all soon.
Good night, Chris. Keep cool.
Good to see you, Chris.
You too.
Now I just imported that snap and I don't see it.
Now, can I ask a question to Ron?
Go right ahead, Angel.
How was your time with Philly Drone Life?
Philly Drone Life, he was down at the shore, not my shore, but another shore town. But he came over one day. We met the Friday morning, and we had a good time. He did a couple flights. I was mostly messing around with the Air 2S. I was trying to get to work on Leachy. I did get to work, but I never actually got a good flight recorded. But he's come down the shore before, and The Philly Mike you see on his channel isn't the Philly Mike in real life. The real Philly Mike is a much toned down version of the one you see on YouTube. And his wife was with him, and she's a great girl. And we went and hung out at Starbucks later on. And
it depends on the company Mike he's in as to what kind of monkey you get.
and we drunk iced coffees, and it was a good morning or whatever. He's not. It said what you see on the air is the exaggerated YouTube version of Mikey.
Right.
Oh, I predict if Mikey and I ever get together, that you will get the YouTube Mikey within about 10 minutes after we start reacting with each other. We will just go for broke, man. We'll be like, oh, light it on fire, pour gasoline on it, and then fly it. See what happens.
I'm working hard to talk Mikey into coming to the Ken Heron boardwalk meet the day after Christmas or whatever. He would have loved it last year or whatever.
That would be interesting for him to be
around
there.
big groups of people, Angel. It's hard to get him. Hard to get him with a bunch of people.
I'm scared to get in an airplane. I am after what happened. I'm scared to get in an airplane after what happened. I can't figure out where in the hell it happened because everybody I was connected with, because this is what I was talking about earlier. Bob hooked me up with a friend of his who does Uber and whatnot. So he picked us up at the airport, dropped us off at the hotel, took us for a tour around Vegas, picked us up from the hotel again, dropped us back off the airport, took our luggage and everything in, all that stuff, curb service. It was awesome. And I even called or texted him. I was like, "Are you okay? I tested positive." He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm fine." He said, "But I'll test tomorrow and make sure." He tested 3 times, negative, negative, negative. So I'm like, I can't figure out where in the hell I caught it.
Well,
maybe,
unfortunately, I was going to say in healthcare, what we're seeing is it's spreading like by crop duster now. It's like I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people this week that I know of that got it. So I think it's gonna be spreading. It's interesting. I don't know. It's the little exposure because you said your wife has it now, or she?
Yeah, she's at the
And how
end of
many
hers,
days?
but
She's at the end of hers. Yeah.
well, she took what is it? Paxlovid.
Paxlovid.
Yeah, I can't say
Paxlovid. Yeah, I took Paxlovid too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how many days before she got it after you?
What the hell? What's up? Y'all need to go. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, this gentleman does some fantastic 3D work and stuff on his channel. His name's, well, I won't say his name. As you can see, he calls himself Gray Motion.
Gray Motion.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a really cool channel. And then here's another friend of mine. This guy who's been on before. I actually made a little intro for his channel for him. He and I've been friends for years. We used to play, believe it or not, a Star Trek based trading game that was on the old G4 network before it went off the first time and it came back. But anyway, it was on the old G4 network. We would they would show the original series and we would have stocks. We would have NCC, which would be for the Starship Enterprise. We would have, we'd have like red shirts. We'd have Kirk, Sulu, and then you would trade them as to what was going to happen in the episode. So you had to guess, okay, is Sulu is his stock going to go up for figuring something out? Or is his stock going to go down because the Enterprise got hit, And then same thing, you would have to go in and out of stocks in order to, we had this little team together that we would trade with and stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's how I know him. So he does a lot of gaming stuff on his channel. Plus anybody that plays gaming or does gaming, he's all into that stuff too. Like I said, Greg does a lot of Gray does a lot of stuff on his channel, 3D animations and stuff. He's an old hit film head like me, so I haven't upgraded, although they're really tempting me with that $10 a month for access to everything for a year.
Okay.
So I'm like, they're really tempting me there. But if I do that, then I'm going to lose access to some of the other stuff that I like that's in hit film. That's pretty cool. So anyway.
Well, you mentioned Star Trek there, Bill.
Give you a thumbs up.
We talked. I completed what's the new Star Trek called? The one that's on Paramount Plus.
Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds.
I completed all 10 episodes, and Bill, I enjoyed it.
It's awesome. It reminds you of the original series.
It does. It's close to the original. Any other the I'm gonna call them, rehashes or remakes or whatever.
And the way they did. Do you watch Strange New Worlds at all, Angel?
Strange New World?
Star Trek.
Strange
Star Trek.
No, see, I got to be honest with you. I never really got into Star Trek.
Oh, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
But this one goes back before Kirk.
Yeah.
When so it kind of but the thing that's cool is you get introduced to Kirk in this.
Yeah.
So
and his brother's also on the Enterprise.
Yeah. So it's really cool. But I it's trippy how Pike knows that he's gonna get burned up and but he doesn't see beyond that. But we already know beyond that.
Right.
Which is kind of neat. He's just all he sees is up until the accident is all he knows.
Right. And then the last episode, the future Pike comes and talks to him. Of course, I shouldn't give away any spoilers here for somebody who hadn't seen it yet.
Oh well, it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be on network television anytime. I'll see. Yeah, he said Greg is just fine, so everybody can call him Greg.
Okay.
But anyway, So, but yeah, I met him through Hit Film and stuff, and everybody else knows I'm a Trek head. So, but yeah, I was really, it was cool. I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
the way
I enjoyed it much more than I did the Picard. And even I did not that I disliked Picard at all, but I thought this one got me going more than the Picard series.
Like I said, it was so reminiscent of the original series. And Pike is more of a negotiator than blow the hell out of everything like Kirk is.
Yeah.
So it was cool sometimes when it would work out, and sometimes it wouldn't.
Right.
So and then the way they did the season finale, where they reworked the original episode of Star Trek, was just fantastic.
Yeah. Good job. I look forward to a second season. Hey, Bill, you asked about the mini three a little. While ago. We kind of got off the course there. I don't. Have you noticed this, Bill? I don't know which are the recent updates, because it's got so many updates, can't keep track of them. But to me, the photo, not the video quality, and I'm not saying it has or hasn't, but the photo quality has improved greatly on the Mini 3 as of right now, especially the DNGs and whatever, the RAW files. I mean, I really think they're starting to look good now. And a lot of people, kind of blow off the 48 megapixel mode on it, but they're even looking really good now, Bill.
So now everybody wants to log off and go fly their Mini 3 and check out the pictures. That's what I'm sitting here.
I mean, when I got it, not that I didn't think the pictures are good, but I wasn't real impressed with it. But I mean,
the color profile is what blew me away. It was really overly rich to me. The color profile itself, it seemed almost, forgive me,
fake?
GoPro Skydio-ish,
Yeah. Now, is this for the video or the photos?
I haven't. The photos seem almost decent. I haven't flown mine recently.
Yeah, because you've been under the
oh, excuse me, but it seems almost the photos were almost decent, almost like washed out somewhat. The video was like over enhanced, like way too saturated.
Yeah, I'm going to slow you down there, Bill. You fly the Nano Plus and the Mini 3 look desaturated.
Oh, really?
The Nano Plus really pops those colors or whatever in the normal color profile. I mean, some people enjoy that, and Bill, if you mostly post to social media and most people watch on phone screens, that extra pop makes it look better on those small screens. It's not necessarily if you're watching on your home 75-inch HDR TV, but you watch it on a 6-inch phone screen, that popping look is
it's
what it
coming
feels.
Pretty crisp. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I also, I mean, like I said, I've flown it, and it comes out with some really nice footage. I haven't taken like last night I took pictures with the Mavic 3, just to test out like the AEB mode and did HDR photos, and it came out really nice. And so I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, because I usually am shooting video, and the problem for me is I have so much video footage from Hawaii, from New Orleans, from like all over the place, so I don't have time to edit. So I'm like, let me try some pictures, so then I feel like I'm getting it up in the sky. And I would have probably taken the Mini 3 out tonight to fly if I'm joining you guys now. So after we finish, I'll probably put it up in the sky to see if I get the similar results, and I can compare the Mavic 3 to the Mini 3. I know it's not the same, but I think it's a definite upgrade from the Mini 2.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
And you'd have a hard time getting any drone to compete with the videos and photos that coming out of your Mavic 3.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like I said, I don't expect it. I think what I'm enamored by is the fact that the Mini 2, like, I had the Mini 2, and the fact that it has all the sensors and it has the just all the different modes and the video quality, it's like night and day. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, the Mini 2, if you're the type of person that only flies in the middle of the day when there's a lot of light, Mini 2's fine.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have see. Here's something else. I haven't flown the big girl in a while either, and she has some new jewelry that I haven't played with yet.
Oh, boy.
either.
Yeah, see, you're gonna like it.
Yep.
We need to get Bill out the house so he can go fly.
Well, I can't until she's negative.
I know.
Right. Meanwhile, he
Finish
can fly
it.
the Pixie indoors.
Well, and I can fly the Mini 3, and I can still fly the Mavic 3 in the backyard.
Yeah.
But man,
the
you talk
backpack.
about crazy. Hang on a second. I got a cough. Y'all talk.
Yeah, but Bill's recovering here. We'll talk a little bit.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
know.
mean, I flew the Mavic 3. Yeah, just in the last week, I flew the Mini 3 a day or two later. And there's, the Mavic 3 is just better in every way, and it should be because of the price
Absolutely.
and the models. It
Absolutely.
should be better in every way. But the Mini 3, you don't always, as a photographer, you don't always need the best camera to get a good photo, whatever. Some situations where the light's good and everything, a lot of cameras do the trick. Same with the Mini 3. When when the light's good and whatever, it can take a fine photo. You can auto exposure bracket and merge them and whatever, and it'll put extra definition and make it look closer to the Mavic 3. So I mean the Mini 3 is a nice alternative to the Mavic 3 if you have a Mavic 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
it is very
for sure.
quiet. I will say that too.
Yeah.
You don't even really hear it. And I got the Master Air Screws propellers for the Mavic 3, and now the Mavic 3 sounds pretty quiet too. So I'm excited about that.
I saw Dad Random had them on his most recent video. You liked them, huh? Good.
Yeah, they because I got, like I'm sure if you looked on Facebook, you saw my videos on my backyard. I got these cats behind me, and they go fucking nuts. Sorry, I just cursed.
We just got demonetized again, Bill.
Oh God, sorry, Bill. But
Since when did I'm still waiting to be monetized. Hell hasn't froze over yet. I don't have enough view hours. Have enough subscribers, not enough view hours.
Every time it goes up, even up to 250 feet, with traffic buzzing by, you still hear it. The Master Air Screw, I put it up last night. I'd say, 40, once it's above 40 feet above the house, it's very quiet. It's very stealthy. So even when I brought it down,
Shit.
I was like,
you know
wow,
what?
that's amazing.
We only got 16 people here, and I should have said this earlier. Something very
Charles
special.
has to go. We're going to be at 15.
Yeah, we've only got 15 people here now. But I forgot to tell everybody. I mentioned it to Lance earlier. We're going to do something really special next week. I'm going to have, I think Billy's going to try to be on. If not, he might record a message if he's not going to be here. I may send Kelly a message. He's probably going to be too busy because I farted around and waited too long. I'm going to try.
Sure, he's upstate New York now at his in-laws for the month, so his internet's a little shaky.
Well, and I may send one to Ken Heron. I haven't sent him a message in a while. Anyway, next week will be the 200th episode of Drone Therapy.
Oh, I thought it was this week, but because we didn't have one last week, it pushed it back, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is episode 199.
Okay.
Yeah. So
will we have cake? Will we have cake and ice cream?
I'm gonna ask the wife permission to give away one T-shirt and one hat on my end. I will give away a couple of stickers, of course.
Right. Yeah, of course.
So we'll have 3. And if anybody else wants to donate something or wants to get in on it, or please spread the word that next week is the 200th episode. Anybody that would like to try to come on and say a few words, please don't say kiss my ass, Bill, but would like to come on and say a few words. That would be cool. Let me know. I think I'm going to holler at Dan, because Dan was here at the very first episode, and I don't think he was on the 100th episode show. So I will holler, see if Dan wants to come on. But anybody and everybody's welcome if they want to come. Mini 3 giveaway. I'd love to. Somebody, if somebody knows the person that won that $1.2 billion lottery, holler at them, and maybe they'll send us a Mini 3 to give away, because I think they got some cash to spare.
They got to have some tax write-offs, right, Bill?
I think but this is what's so crazy. After taxes and everything, that 1.2 billion ended up being like 432 million cash.
Well, it depends. Have they come forward?
Did they take the billionaires tax deduction, Bill?
Yeah, the billionaires tax deduction. So anyway, I understand was that that the state that the ticket was won in,
Illinois.
and that and if they took the cash option, that would be what it would be
Oh, it would
after
have dropped it
taxes.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
because
it was
if they're
funny.
all like me, you take the cash.
XO giveaway.
Well, you got
like I
that.
said, whoever's got the money, I'll give anything away that as long as it doesn't involve my money, because my wife will take the other testicle.
John's just joking because he's getting on a cruise ship tomorrow and going to Cozumel.
Yeah, I saw that was why he was stay away from people, and if you're around people, wear a mask, man. This shit sucks.
They never have any of that COVID on those cruise ships, Bill.
Well, but this one,
That's a joke. Remember, that's where it started.
I've had crappy flus. I've had crappy flus and stuff. This one, I've never been run down so hard and not
You
just
feel
had
like you just want to sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep. Yeah.
You just, what you would do, you just like do something for 10 minutes and that's it. It's all you have the strength for. Your body just is like, check out. You
Thankfully, I did not get that version. I got just congestion, and that was it. And then I just had to keep on to work, and it was like nothing. The house was empty. My girlfriend was out of town. My kids were out of here. So then I was just
because now they're saying the CDC is going to change it. No more 6 feet distancing. None of it. And I'm like, oh well, we might as well. So we're going for herd immunity.
The rules are out the window. Yeah.
Look, Johnny's on a non-COVID ship tomorrow.
I like it.
You had to pay extra for that one, didn't you? But here's the thing, Johnny. If you take any of the snacks off of that tray, everything is null and void.
Kind of stuff. You have to be the first one. As a dietitian, you have to be the first one to get the snack or buffet. Otherwise, it's probably tainted.
Yeah. I was telling my story about Las Vegas and about how even the snack tray, if you pick the snack up or if you move it on the tray, you'll get charged for that snack. We had to even call down there. They had already charged us for 2 snacks, right? Because my camera bag, boom,
bumped the camera,
hit it, and knocked them off. And they're like, "Oh, well, as long as you didn't eat it, and they're still physically there." We're like, "Yeah." And housekeeping saw this too when they came in. Why didn't you rectify it? Well, we just have to make sure.
Okay,
whatever.
Here's a question in terms of the Mini 3. So I saw somebody. There's a guy that's in some exotic island that flew his Mini 3 out. I want to say, what is 5,000 meters? Is that 2.5 miles? What would you say? What is that?
I'm a bad conversion guy, Angel.
So it's like 5,200 some odd feet.
5,000 meters to miles is 3.1 miles. So he flew it out to that island, I guess, in the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio on the beach, that one island. Right. And he used the RCN1.
Okay.
Instead of the RC Pro, because he said the RC Pro, we haven't really tested it here yet. But the RC model with the
the RC Pro is not compatible with the Mini 3 yet.
Right, not the RC Pro, but the RC with
the DJI RC. It gets confusing. The DJI RC is the one that comes with the Mini 3.
It's the one that comes with it, and people complain about the distance. And this guy flew damn near 3 miles out with the controller that we all.
And Mikey's got over 4 miles out with that same setup.
Yeah, so I'm almost like, hey, it's tried and tested. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, just like Mikey's test, that's if you're flying straight out over the water with no interference. Right. The Mini 3 doesn't do as good
in the city or the
more
Wi-Fi
crowded environments as the Mavic 3 does. But if you're just flying straight out over water, 3-4 miles is, and you certainly have the battery life to get there and back if you use the extended life battery.
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's probably
because this guy.
One of the best things about the Mini 3 is with that extended life battery, it's the longest flying drone I've ever owned.
Yeah, he went out 3 miles, and it was giving him a low battery warning when he was at the island, and he made it back on time. And I was like, "Ooh, okay." I was getting a little stressed out, thinking he's not going to make it.
I mean, I think Mikey flew over 4 miles out, came back
4 miles.
20% when he landed.
Yeah, I watched the video. That's why
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like his Stu character.
Yeah,
It's not Stu's an actual person.
Stu, of course, is doing most of the flying and spotting.
Stu's an actual person, not a character. Now.
And
At least that's it. Yeah, I know.
And Stu actually went down and helped Mike Kinney do a video down in North Carolina. He helped Mike Kinney spot.
Come on.
Bill, you know it's 10:10 already.
Yeah, I know it's afterwards. I was trying to get into Loft. I was wanting to show you all. Hang on. I was wanting to show you all.
Loft?
A loft. You know,
loft.
like Kitty Hawk.
Loft.
Yeah. So, but what I was going to tell you, my local area, the airspace everywhere is ridiculous now. It used to be like a block over, it was 400. Now there's like a little jagged area cut through that's 100. It's crazy. And what's wild is I'm assuming that the 100 is an approach for small planes. So that's what I was figuring. But the craziness is none of them are using that lane for an approach. They're using right over my house, which is a good 150 meters this way and in the 200 range.
Oh boy.
You know, so I'm waiting on somebody to start griping and saying, you know, da-da-da-da-da. So anyway. And thank you, Ron. Yes, I need to go give my daughter a shower. I need to mask up and put gloves on and make sure I don't get sick again. But thank you, everyone, for being here. I will try to put something together and get on a little bit more this week. Anyone that's here tonight, has been here tonight, or wants to be on next week, potentially be on next week, give me a holler, and we'll work something out and get you on the show. Please spread the word. Next week is our 200th episode. So thank you very much for being here. I will throw it around the room. Juan. Hey, Juan Brown.
Well, I think that's my name in some other country. Like if I'd be Juan someplace else. So from Juan, thanks everybody for joining us in the chat tonight. I kind of thought tonight was the 200th show, but I forgot we didn't have a show last week. So I've definitely come back next Wednesday night. Maybe even a black tie affair. Maybe you should all dress up for the show. Be plenty of giveaways.
I will be clothesless.
Oh well, you can still wear a black tie. You know, so there'll be plenty of giveaways and celebrities here next week. So we will see you next week, folks.
Well, we hope there'll be celebrities here next week. Otherwise, it'll just be us. But we will. Like I said, I'm going to ask my wife. But the thing that's crazy is this one is my favorite one. But I did this. The it's like navy threading, so it didn't pop really good. So I actually took a paint pen and colored it red so that it would pop against.
It looks good.
Yeah. Good. But I'll probably have to give away one of the red and black hats. It's just a red trucker's hat with the black logo, and I will give away one of the new T-shirts. It's got the huge DT logo on it. And a couple sticker packs. Like I said, anybody that thinks you can send me something and get it here by next Wednesday so that I can give it away, that would be fantastic too. Let me holler at Angel, what's going on your channel, and beg people to come watch.
Well, we were in Hawaii, did some nice droning over there. I have some more videos to put out. I recently went to the Columbia River area again and did some footage there. And yeah, I went to this Odessa concert 2 nights in a row, and they were flying a drone inside. So we're going to try to get to the bottom and see what allowed them to do that. But no, otherwise, I'm looking forward to Bill recovering and getting out there and flying again.
Yeah, I miss hanging out and flying with you, man. But the thing about it is I hate that we didn't get to go hang out with Lance. I want us to. I need to get Will back out again. His Mr. Boeing Will now, since he's left the school circuit. So he's no longer at the school.
Sorry I was late because I was in Port Townsend, and it's an hour and a ferry ride and then another 30 minutes. So I thought I would leave earlier, but
oh no, it's all good because I kind of threw a wrench in everything last week by catching an illness and not being able to be here next week or last week. So like I said, it's cool. Next week we'll be doing our 200th show. Please tell everyone 200th show next week. And I'm going to give away a couple of things. And if somebody who has a drone, not me, I don't have any drones I want to give away because I've got a couple of things I need to sell before, let's say, Octoberish. But those are the original Pocket and Pocket 2 Creators Kit probably. But I need to sell those. So we'll give away a t-shirt, we'll give away a hat, we'll give away a couple sticker packs, and anything else somebody might send me in the meantime. With that being said, I've got to get over here and click this little thingy here. Please come back and join us next week. Live long and prosper. Nichelle Nichols, we will miss you, but you got plenty of buddies to take care of you.